welcome in to another crochet tutorial. Something that many of us may end up needing or wanting to make are curls or tentacles, if you like. Some sort of hair or legs, a corkscrew effect. I'm going to show you my preferred method for this, and apologies for the nails. Yeah, let's not go there. Okay, so my preferred method doesn't make it the way to do. It's the way that I find the most effective, the easiest way to do. So what you will need are 2 hooks that are 1 complete size apart. So right here I have a 5.5 and a 6.5. You start off with your biggest hook and you simply do your chain however you need to do it, but take into account that however long your chain is, you need to do it double the length that you actually need. So as I'm only doing an example, I better put that on my wool winder, sorry. As I'm doing an example, of course, I'm not going to do an overly long tentacle, curl, corkscrew, but I'll do enough to give you an idea. So let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, my favourite number, 22. When you have your chain the length that you need, get rid of your big hook. Go down 1 complete size with your hook. Now the first way I'm going to show you, it's the same theory throughout, but first I'm going to show you is a single crochet. Now this is nice and small. These are used with single crochets. So that's how I'm going to start. So we're skipping the first, and as we're using the single crochet, we're going into the second chain from the hook and do a single crochet. And in the same stitch, in the same chain, another single crochet. In the next chain, single crochet and single crochet. The curls are made because you are doing a very quick, very fast, substantial increasing in your work. And depending on the type of yarn you are using, depends on the curl itself. But already you can see the curl. You see? So keep going along your chain with 2 single crochets in every chain. It's that simple. 2 single crochets all the way along. Can you see my hanky markers in the background? I thought I have to show them off a little bit because, you know, I sell them, so I have to show them every now and again, right? Just agree with me. Please just agree with me. Okay. So keep those chains going exactly the same. 2 single crochets in every chain, and don't worry about it curling because that is exactly what it's supposed to do. That is what you're making. That's what you're creating. curls. So keep it going. And on the next example, don't worry, I won't do quite so many. Oh, cramp. So you're literally just going into one chain, single crochet, same chain, single crochet, one chain, 2 single crochets. And again, of course, it depends on the wool you're using, its weight, and how big you need your tentacle, your hair, your curls, your corkscrew to be. These are great additions on amigurumi, on hats, on the ends of scarves, instead of tassels on blankets, as an example. Okay, so let me just show you that. So if I were to lay this down, but it naturally wants to curl up. You can encourage it slightly if you wish, but it will do its own curl. I put these on the end of some scrunchies just to give a little bit of extra something. I don't make them this big. I'm only making it this size so that you can see properly, but it's an example. So another example with this, if I just frog this out, I'll reduce the amount of chains a little bit, is a double crochet. So if you're doing a double crochet, you're skipping 1, 2, 3 because that is the height of a double crochet, and you're going into the 4th from the hook. You never count the one that's on your hook because of course that isn't a complete chain. So 4th from the hook, double crochet, and you probably guessed it, do another double crochet. And because of double crochet, do another. Do 3 in the same chain instead of 2. Now I've probably done this a little bit too small to show you a good example, but see, now what did I do? Probably did it way too small. We'll see what happens. But 3 in every chain for the double crochets. Again, that depends on the size of curling that you need, that you require for your project. If you're doing a single, do 2 in every stitch. If you're doing a half double or a double, do 3 in every stitch. There's something that are nice and quick, easy. You can watch the telly, the cat, the baby, while your hands do the work. But do it all the way to the end. Make sure you leave yourself a nice tail as well, because the tail will be used to add to whatever project you're doing and help weave it in, tie it on, add to. So always make sure that you've got enough tail. Oh my gosh, I've got cramp. I'm so sorry. Oh, and I've just realised, you poor left-handed people, I know that's backwards. I'm so sorry. I will make up for it, I promise. At the end, I'll make up for it. Okay, going into the last one now. So you're doing multiples all in one chain. And there you have your curls. I'm trying to uncurl it a little bit. So I've done practically a full circle, but that's quite a thick, spirally corkscrew. You see? And that is that. Just remember to have 2 hooks, one size bigger than the other, which gives you an actual better curl than using the same hook size. But if you only have 1 hook, it still works. It's just slightly more effective having the hook size difference. But for your curly curls, if it's been of any use to you, please give a thumbs up, hopefully with better nails than that. Let's just let's not. Anyway, hopefully I will see you again soon. You take care. Bye bye.